This is an introduction to sorting for the New York State Invasive Species Research Institute. When you click on the link in your invitation email, you'll come to this registration page where you'll enter an email address and create a password. That'll bring you to the informed consent page, and if you click the accept button, you'll be taken to the project homepage, where you'll see two links under the heading Next Steps. Click on the top link to answer 4 quick questions about your work. You can skip 1 or more questions, but please avoid doing that because then we won't be able to include your input in some of the results. Finishing the questions will bring you back to this project page, and you can click on the sorting link. That brings you to this page where you can read the instructions and then either minimize them or close them or move them out of the way. And if you do close them, you can always open them back up from the menu bar. You may want to start by reading the unsorted statements here on the left. When you log in, you're going to see the actual statements. So I start by grabbing one with the mouse and dragging it over and dropping it. Since this is lettuce, I might think that this is going to be called a pile of vegetables. And I might go through here. You don't need to do it in order. I might grab this and I'll create a pile called fruit. Drag the other statements onto the same piles or new ones, and you can move statements back and forth or to a different pile. Just make sure that every statement is categorized into a pile. So if I drag carrots into vegetables, and then I drag tomatoes into vegetables, I could change my mind and say, no, tomatoes are fruit. And then I could take them back and say, well, maybe I'll do that later. For now, I'll just leave it in vegetables. Give each pile a name that describes its theme or contents. You can create a new pile from the menu bar or rename a pile as its meaning might evolve. People vary in how many piles they create, but 5 to 15 is common. Don't create a pile according to importance or feasibility, though, because that's what we'll do in a separate activity. And don't create a pile such as miscellaneous that groups together dissimilar statements. If a statement is unrelated to all the other statements, just put it alone in its own pile. That probably won't happen now. The software is going to prompt you to save periodically, and you can also do it manually by clicking the Save button in the menu. And when you're done, click Save and Finish in the menu bar, or once you sort your last statement, it will prompt you to do so. Save and Finish. And that's it. Don't hesitate to send us an email if you have any questions, and thank you for your time.